Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now it gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Williams, the man in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's Ethan Evans now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 18. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Prescott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now Goff looking to change the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. In motion left comes Brown. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
He'll fire it deep for Rager, and incomplete on the deep ball. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. Third down here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
And those are the type of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll and chip away at their timing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Eckler, 26 yards. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hated there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a further score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Murray off play action. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Come on, baby. Here we go. Play here. Big play. Let's... Come on, guys. Let's make a play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Detroit.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Gibbs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
If these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Prescott. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now this time Murray to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Prescott now. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge and control this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Rager will not return it, so... to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Murray. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A throw on the money to Rager. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 118 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Play action now. Prescott. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like that.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 6 coming up. Play fake. Murray. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. Back to the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some room to maneuver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now 1st and goal. Now Prescott. This is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere,
almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final.